From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the New England Patriots. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Patriots come out led by the four-time Super Bowl MVP and owner of a record 6 Super Bowl rings, arguably the greatest to ever play the game, Tom Brady. And we keep asking the same questions every year. How much longer can he keep doing this? Is this the year the dynasty crumbles? And every year Brady comes out and leads his team to the Super Bowl. They've been there now 3 years in a row, and only one team has made it 4. That's the Buffalo Bills, but remember, they lost all 4 in the early 90s. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And he now has 8 touchdowns on the season, and I just know this: he's going to be so eager to run routes in this one and try and get to the end zone at least 2 more times. 10 is a key number, really signifies that you've had a big year.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Coming for the end.
On third down, Blunt, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Brady. He's going to sling this deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you've got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot, and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
Watch the run. Check it.
That's complete, right around the 8. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Brady gives now to Bull. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. A first down carry for Smith. Shifts by him. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there they want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll fake the give. Now Romo. Throwing left side, it's complete. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. On first down, Romo. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try again with Elliott. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He's checking.
Now Romo on 3rd and goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there, as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra, because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly.
And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down to the end zone. Then, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Time here to remind you that coming up later tonight on Sunday Night Football, it's the Seahawks and the Eagles from Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And then tomorrow night on Monday night, more Birds with the Ravens involved in that one. Sadly not taking on the Cardinals or Falcons, though. Instead, they'll match up with the Rams in L.A. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun now for Brady. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. This is White on the screen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 1 yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, basically bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Well, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
First down, here's White. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Blood. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Blow.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They'll run on first down. Blunt, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 points, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 552. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Ready? Now Romo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 1st and 10, Romo. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Romo toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Romo now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And his kick is good. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, He was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, they'll throw with Brady. This will be caught by Brown. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the... We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Romo. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
On second down now, it's White. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. From the gun on third down, Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Smith. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground with Smith. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yard.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brady now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady there.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From just shy of midfield, Brady. He's got White here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the toss, this is Blunt. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Romo now to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hayes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep over them. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play here for the Cowboys. 43 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Now Elliott. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point right down the middle. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On first down, Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Brady. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Brady again. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Again, it's Brady. Well, that'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. 2nd down and goal. Brady. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Smith. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Kill, kill, kill. Hard, hard.
Elliott. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:07 remaining. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Coming.
Brady now on first down. It's caught. This is White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Brady saying, let's go, as he'll hustle him to the line. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Tighten up, tighten up. Yeah.
Smith trying to run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. This is Smith. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Switch. Switch. Check 37. Check 37.
They'll run it again with Smith. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check 3, check 3. Oh! Top dog.
On 3rd down, Smith. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile,
this ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.